Hello everybody, this is BlueMoon865 with Big Dino Guy.
Wow, you stole my intro, you son of a bitch. Yeah, that person. So I'm gonna call you by your YouTube name.
Yeah.
I'll just call you Mr. Moon. Okay, so hello everyone, and like this guy said, I got Mr. Moon over here. So right now I'm at a buddy's house, and he's about to show me Dark Souls 3 for the first time. So what we're going to do is a little bit different for me on my channel. So normally on my channels, if I'm doing a video review, then I would have played the game for a while and I know what the hell I'm getting into. Well, this time, this is my first impression review. So he's played this game. You beat this game?
About 3 or 4 times.
Yes, he is insane. He's beat this game on a few occasions, obviously, and he knows what he's doing. I, on the other hand, have never played this before, and so I'm just going to follow his lead. He's going to be playing the game, and I'm going to be saying like my first impressions of this, and I'll be giving it out of my normal 5 stars, whether or not I like this game and whether or not I pick it up myself later. And so he's going to be the one doing a lot of the talking. And so where can they find your channel? Are you going to be making a channel, or what's your future plans?
Yeah, I've made a channel. It's called, basically what I just called myself in the beginning, BlueMoon865.
Okay.
Capital B, capital M.
Yeah. Are you on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I haven't posted many videos, but you can still find maybe 1 or 2.
Okay. So yeah, take a look at there and see where he's come now. So anyway, Dark Souls 3, let's get started.
Alright, so we're gonna start the new game because I want to show this wonderful guy here.
You can call me by name. You can call me by
I don't
name.
care.
Okay.
I'm not calling you your name. I'm gonna try my best to do that.
Okay.
But basically, this is the starting scene. It's beautiful, as most of the games have always been.
I noticed.
They pride themselves on how beautiful their games have been and how complicated they can make it. Miyazaki has always been a curse word in this as well.
Okay. Also, guys, so he doesn't have any sound coming from it besides headphones, but because I'm here and we want to be able to talk to one another, because otherwise it's blazing loud.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why, you know, family, that kind of stuff. You want to be around them all the time, don't you? I mean, so because we can't really do that, well, suck it up, buttercups. We're gonna play.
Yeah.
And by the way, this can go up to about half an hour, 45 minutes most.
Alright. That works.
Or it can go into multiple parts if you'd like.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. But let's keep it under an hour.
Yeah. Let's
Alright.
keep it under an hour. That sounds good.
Oh my,
But-
this is beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So,
unearthing the old Lords of Cinder from their graves. Lords of Cinder is actually a recurring title from the very first Dark Souls. It was the name of the final boss in the game.
oh my.
He was called, if I remember correctly, he's called Gwyn, the old Lord of Cinder.
Is that him?
No, that's Eldritch. He ate a god. He eats gods.
Wow. He's a blob on crack.
Yep. For some reason, they made a bunch of people Lords of Cinder, but they call them singular. It's singular, I don't know why. It's not plural, it's just singular. Don't know why, but it's cool. They have really cool pointed hats, too. And this is the coolest guy.
Is that the enemy?
Yeah, he's a boss. All of these guys are bosses.
Oh my god. He's fucking huge.
Oh yeah. Yorn the Giant.
Oh my. So tell me, because like I said, I'm a noob to this game. Deal with it, ladies and gentlemen. So what is the story? What's going on?
The story, from what... Nobody knows the exact story. There's no exact definite things, except for a few things that are said in the item descriptions. That's how the story is told. Item descriptions. And it's always been a big sell for people. Or at least for fans of the game. But what people have surmised so far, as you could say, is that basically the world is stuck in a cycle of death and rebirth. And basically everyone is destined to die and come back. It's hell on Earth.
Real life? Oh, destined to die and come back?
Yeah.
Oh, so they die. Okay.
But basically, this is an unkindled, an undead that linked the fire, which is the fires of life, basically, linked the fire and failed to actually become sufficient kindling. Failed to become a Lord of Cinder. And right now, this is our character.
Okay.
So, there's the typical gender, age... Well, age isn't typical, but gender, name, class, and then there's some of the advanced things that you see in games nowadays. Face presets, build, and this is something that's not common amongst very many games. Age, so young, mature, age, all that. And something that a lot of... I don't typically talk about this much, but something that a lot of guys in this series and fans of the series know is that in the Souls series, boobs are not a major thing. They just aren't. That's kind of a good thing. Because I don't think women should be, seen as objects. So.
Hell no. People are people. It doesn't matter if you got a dick or not.
Yeah.
That's basically... it doesn't really matter. If you're an asshole, I'm gonna slap you.
Pretty much. I mean, everyone has urges, but still.
Yeah, that's...
Alright, I'm gonna call this after a Game Grumps character. You guys would probably recognize this if you've seen Game Grumps. I'm sure some of you have.
I haven't. Well, I have a little bit, but I don't watch them.
Yeah, I watch them every now and then. I'm gonna go for my classic warrior build. There's Knight. You can read that. Pause the video, see if you can read that.
Tell us what you think.
Mercenary. I like mercenaries. I like the knights, but my favorite overall is the warrior because I always go for a pure strength build, and then later on I'll put in stats for maybe intelligence and faith. And there's a new stat in this. Well, not new to the Souls series, but new since Dark Souls 2, the one I played, basically where it's called luck, and that's basically your item discovery, and as well as how many times you could get a critical. Well, actually, that's still being worked on. Nobody knows if it's really how many times you get a critical, if it ups the chance or not. Nobody knows yet. It's still under development, but it ups the chance for item discovery, and it also can be used as an attack-based kind of thing. So there's scaling in this, with weapons and many different things. They're scaling with shields, they're scaling with weapons and bows and shit. And basically, most of them scale with dexterity and strength. But there are some of them that scale with faith and intelligence, and some rare ones, really rare ones, scale with luck. And those are very special, because when you put something called a hollow gem on them with an infusion, you basically get an extra attack bonus for how much luck you have. And that's the same with if you were to infuse a weapon like, say, this battle axe I have right here with a heavy gem, and it infuses it for strength. So you'll get better scaling for strength.
You know how I'm a nerd of AVP? This is his shit. AVP's my shit, this is his shit. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't noticed.
I could go on for days about this, but I won't, because you guys need to get into this. This is just basic stuff. I'm gonna get the Black Fire Bomb, because the first boss is actually weak to fire. So...
Well, thank God we know that for now.
Yeah. I'm not gonna bother with all this. I'm just gonna finalize. This is just a basic build. I'm just gonna shoot out for the video.
Feel free to delete your character after this or something.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing.
No, don't worry, he'll always be immortal.
Well, basically everything in this game is immortal. They keep coming back. There's no true death in this game.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna kill you again. What?
But the story of the game, or the series, basically, is that basically the god of the gods, basically the first Lord of Sunlight, linked the flame to humanity, and that in turn caused them to revert to their original forms, which was hollows, the first forms of humans. Before even the first flame, and back in the Age of the Ancients when dragons ruled over. And basically, he linked the flame to them and made humans turn into hollows after dying a certain amount of times. And you would be able to tell they were going to go hollow by the sign on their back, or sometimes in the original game, the sign that would be right on their pectorals, I guess you could say.
On their pecs?
Yeah, on their pecs. It would be right above their pecs and just right there, basically. But it would basically deteriorate them over time. Their skin would start to rot, their eyes would start to get sunken, hair falling out, all that jazz.
Does that happen to your character in this?
Oh yeah, it happens to all the characters.
Huh.
So basically it's just like medieval zombies. That's basically what it is.
Now if you turn to a hollow, can you still play the rest of the game?
Oh yeah. You never go fully hollow in this game. You can get to the max amount of hollowing, 99, and you still won't go crazy. Hollows in this game, basically, they devour souls. Instead of brains, like regular zombies, it's souls.
Do you do that in this?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
You get souls as your currency and your experience. And then there's my favorite notion, or favorite mechanic of this game, parries. Fucking love them. I have always loved complicated games that do this, that add new mechanics that can do so much with just so little.
So those messages on the ground, what are those?
Oh, those are, one sec, let me grab this. That's basically a soul that you can pop for more souls and for experience and currency, as previously said. This is stuff put down by the developers. It's basically telling you how to play the game and all that, but I've already played it, so you don't really need to look at it. And that item right there, that glowy bit...
That's soul?
Nope. It's how they show that it's an item. That there's an item. These guys are basic hollows. These guys have gone fully hollow. They'll attack anything in sight just for your soul. Doesn't matter what you are, how big you are, doesn't matter at all. You'll go hollow, and you'll just attack everything. That's how it is in this. This is new to the entire Soul series, an Ash Nestus Flask. It's basically like recharging your mana. It's like a mana potion. Except in this, they call it Focus.
So you can use more magic?
Pretty much. In the previous Souls games, magic had a set amount of times you could use it. You had different scrolls, and basically you could use them when each scroll held a spell, and you could use them a certain amount of times.
Like in Skyrim?
Basically. Well, Skyrim, you still have mana potions.
Yeah.
But, like, there was still a set amount of times you could use them, and you can never recharge them except for when you get to a bonfire. Which in this game is basically checkpoints. Except in this, checkpoints don't save your progress, they just mean that you can go back there anytime you want, and...
So it's like fast travel.
Basically. Because this game automatically saves anyway, and you can tell by looking in the upper right-hand corner of the screen for a little flame.
What is that guy doing? Taking a piss?
He's lamenting his woes. He's lamenting his life and all that. I don't know. I can't use the word correctly. I don't know. I can't remember the word.
He's
wallowing
contemplating.
in pity. Yeah, he's wallowing in self-pity.
Yeah. Poor Hollow.
Yep.
Zzz.
Backstab. Now, in the first Dark Souls game, there's something called backstab fishing. It's still present in the other two games, Dark Souls 2 and this game, of course, but it wasn't as easy as it was in Dark Souls 1. In Dark Souls 1, you could just do this, hold up a shield, and just keep circling them, and then eventually once you got around to their back, and that happened pretty quickly, you could just backstab. And backstabs in that game did tons of damage. They could one-shot you.
What about this? Oh, soul.
Well, in this you can still one-shot them, but that's only if you have enough, have really good stats, and you've got a bunch of attack boosters, and attack boosting effects, and all that. It's hard to get, but set up a one-shot build, as they call it. But basically... I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about?
One-shot kills?
Yeah. Basically, there's a weapon in this game that's really good for one-shot builds, because... oh man, beautiful vista.
Oh my.
Yeah. But it's very good, and it's called the Warren's Great Hammer. Basically, it's weapon art, as they're called in this, which is basically this kind of thing. Something that you can do with any weapon. There's a special art for it, a special technique that you can use. But the Warren's Great Hammer, its weapon art is Wrath of the Gods, which you would think would scale with Faith, because that's a Faith spell. But it doesn't. It scales with Strength. So that's unique. So you could get a bunch of strength, you could just dump a bunch of points into strength, and then you could use the weapon art, and boom, one-shot kill.
Wow.
You'd have to get up to like 50 or 60 strength though. And most people, to get the most bang for their buck, as they say, they get a bunch of different weapons called the Morion Blade, which is attack boost whenever your health is low. There's the Red Tear Stone, which also ups your attack when you're low. And then there's the Berserker Blade, which gives you another attack boost when you stab yourself, like you would do in seppuku. Pretty much.
Why would you seppuku yourself?
Because you're undead and you can take that shit.
Not true.
But I'm gonna go back. Oh yeah, gestures. Forgot to mention gestures. Love them. There's point forward, point up, point down, which is basically an insult in this game. You point down at someone when they die, and you're like, "Hey, you're shit." And then there's the wave, classic for some of the YouTubers from Dark Souls. There's Jump for Joy, a favorite of Ouroboros, one of the biggest YouTubers for Dark Souls. Regular Joy, just all these gestures, and this is for the honorable duels. A lot of people used to rage if you didn't bow in a fight back in the olden days of Dark Souls 1 and 2. If you didn't bow, you were considered a basically complete asshole, and they would the host that you were invading would just come over and kill you instantly. Or try to.
So with these games, are they Xbox Live compatible? Or?
Oh yeah, it's Xbox One, so that means you have to have Xbox Live to play.
Ladies and gentlemen, also just so you know, the most advanced console that I have is the 360, which I just got last Thanksgiving, so I have no idea what the hell they do for Xbox One, but I gotta ask, why the hell do they make you get Xbox Live in order to play a game?
Dude, it's Microsoft. They want money, that's all.
True.
That's all they need to justify things. And that is the thing I was talking about. It's called a Titanite Lizard.
What the fuck is that?
Titanite Lizard. Whoop!
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yep. It's basically the evolution of a small Titanite Lizard, a baby little thing, after it devours a soul.
Man, that's beautiful. This is a great game.
Yep.
I just recently got into Skyrim, and that has some of the best graphics that I've ever seen in a game, and this is just wow.
It's new gen. Like that meme that I've seen before. It's basically, you think new generation games are easy? That's cute, kid.
Does that thing have like 6 arms?
Yep.
Huh.
Well, 2 arms, 1 leg. Or 2 legs.
No, I can't really... It looks like it had 6 arms, 2 legs. I can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got 6 arms, 3 on each side, and 2 legs. And so you've beat this game 3 times.
Yep.
With the same kind of character each one, or...?
Yep, same kind of character. When you beat a game, there's an option to go into what they call New Game Plus. You might have heard of it from a few other games, but it's basically where you go through the entire game again, except the enemies deal more damage, there's new item placements and new enemy placements sometimes, except not in this game very much anymore. But that's basically all there is.
So do you keep your same stats and stuff, or?
Yeah, you keep your same stats, but you can still level up afterwards.
Cool.
It's just basically going through the game again without having to make a new file, basically. And in Dark Souls 2 and in this game, there's a thing that's been recurring, and that's basically getting better rings. You can only wear 4 of them, and rings basically do various things. There's one that decreases the damage done by backstabs. There's one that increases the damage from critical attacks, so much so that you can one-shot people. There's a life ring that boosts your health. There's a blue tear stone ring that ups your defense immensely when you get low on health. And there's the red tear stone ring, which I explained before, ups your attack immensely when you're low on health. And so on and so forth. There's a lot of them. But there's versions of them that you'll get in New Game Plus, and New Game Plus Plus, and so on and so forth, that are basically upgraded versions, and they go up to +2.
Wow.
So it's a pretty complicated game, but it's a good game nonetheless. I mean, you got these beautiful vistas, which are actually present in Dark Souls 1, albeit with not as much detail, but still enough to make you go, wow. It's just a beautiful game overall. I mean, look at that.
Wow.
And up
Game
there...
doesn't have that.
Yeah, and up there is Lothric Castle. Which is somewhere we're going to be going to visit fairly soon after I beat the first boss. It's already been, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, 21:40.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to try and get through these guys quickly. I'm not even going to bother parrying them. Well, maybe I will. Nope. Not going to bother now. I'll try it some other time. I have plenty of time to just practice my parries. Parries are much easier in this game than they were in Dark Souls 2. If you've played the game before, you'll know that in Dark Souls 2, the startup time for parries was significantly slower. So you had to really predict when someone would attack you. And because of that, a lot of people just kind of gave up parrying. Well, not a lot of people, but a fair amount.
Yeah.
And my cousin, or my half-brother, was one of those guys. He never parried. And that's something that's nigh unheard of in the Souls series. So you can imagine the shock of myself and some others that he'd never parried, because that's just a major thing that you need to do and learn in the Souls game. I still don't know how that doesn't count as hitting me, but I'm not gonna complain.
You jumped over it.
I guess. I just didn't see it well enough, I guess. But this is something that's been recurring from Bloodborne as well. These mishmashed tombstones and graves and all that. That was in Bloodborne as well. It was in the hub area, actually.
So I'm curious, why isn't that those things attack each other?
That's actually something that happens later on in the game. They'll start attacking other things.
Including each other?
Not each other, for some strange reason.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, because I get it that they're going after...
I think it's because they didn't want the enemies to kill themselves for you.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go back and get
But if you're talking about lore stuff...
Yeah.
Fireball.
But, let's look at the item descriptions for a second. Because, see, it says little things like this that hint at stuff.
Yeah.
At the lore. And that's a really good rendition of the crystal, don't you think?
Yeah. That looks nice.
Yeah, I'd dig that. I would buy that if I saw that somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
But as it says there, you can pause the video to read it all. Or you can probably read it pretty quick if you're like me and you read quickly. Doesn't matter.
Not me!
I've always been a quick reader.
I mean, like, with Mass Effect, I get the story already. I've played the first 2 games.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, the codex and stuff like that, I rarely read those because it just takes too long.
Yeah.
Because if I start reading something, I don't... No matter if it's worthless information or not, I don't stop unless I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I thought I already killed those things.
Oh yeah, they come back after every every time you rest at a bonfire. Bonfire refills your Estus and also fixes your weapons, and because there's durability on weapons and items here as well as armor, I think. No, actually, armor doesn't have durability in this. Oh no, it does.
Yeah, it does.
You can see it right there. Durability, 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 all over the screen. Just durability all across the board. And this is the first boss. Now, we're going to take an in-depth look at him. He's got some really ornate armor, as you can see.
That's cool.
Yep. And he's been infected by the Abyss, which is basically the big antagonist of this game.
The thing that eats gods?
Pretty much.
Oh my.
Aldrich was seduced by the Abyss. And he saw in visions after eating people. After eating people, a fair amount of people, he started to get visions of things. Visions of a new age called the Age of the Deep Sea. And that's something that's been unheard of in this game, because there was never a new age introduced into the game, except for light and dark. Dark Souls 2 was a bit different because it didn't affect light and darkness at all. It was just telling you, you are outside of the cycle now. Because you found someone that can cure you, but it's not a cure all
so
forever.
You can actually die? You can actually, like, hey, you're dead.
No, you're still undead. You can still die, but you won't go hollow. That's what in this game, what they call the King of Want did. He looked into the essence of the soul and managed to contain it and tame it.
Wow.
So that's pretty heavy. But anyway, let's get started on this boss.
So can you port your character over from the other games?
No. It's not like Fable 3 in that respect, sadly.
It's not like what?
It's not like Fable 3 in that respect, sadly.
You can in Mass Effect. I've beaten the first game twice. I actually just recently beat it a second time the other day. And I've already beaten the second game once. I'm going to port my character over from my second game port my character over from my first game, second run through very soon. Oh my god.
Yep, that's the Abyss taking over.
So who is that guy normally?
He's Udex Gundyr, the champion of Ash. Well, the former champion of Ash.
So it's normally a good guy?
Not exactly. He was supposed to, in the lore, he was supposed to find a Firekeeper, but when he made it to Firelink Shrine, the place I'm heading over to, it was dark, and there was no Firekeeper. So he was basically all alone for millennia until he just found the coiled sword and stabbed it into himself to be basically a sheath, as they call it. We can read more up on that by looking at the coiled sword that I just got. Sword missing from the shrine bonfire. Blah blah blah. The sword is only bequeathed to chosen Ash, as judged by Udex, who awaits the arrival of Ash as a scabbard. They're really elegant with their wordplay here.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that got me into writing in the first place.
So you write now because of this?
Pretty much.
Wow.
I haven't finished any stories because they're quite large and lengthy, but I've had other people look them over and they said they're good. They're good. I might post some of that on my channel at some point. But that's only for a certain group.
Yeah.
But let's refill.
You need to get on live sometime. We should play a mutual game that we have.
Oh yeah. Now this is something that's basically been a gimmick in the entire Souls games, just opening these great big doors. And look at that, it's so damn ornate.
Oh my. This is a beautiful game.
Oh yeah. They put a lot of hard work and sweat and tears into this.
And they just reappear for the weapons.
Yep.
That's a blessing and a curse to a lot of current games. That it looks beautiful, however, in the long run, some of the different things phase through because there's always so much there they can't get every little aspect.
Yeah. That happens a lot in games nowadays, which saddens me, but hey.
As long as you can play the game, and it's a good one.
Yeah. And then again, good is subjective, so...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could actually be a person that likes a really bad game, like... I'm one of those people who liked Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, because I'd never played the other games. And while I can still see what the original fans of the series thought, and what they meant by it not following the true Banjo-Kazooie, formula, it was still a good game by itself.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, like, for me personally, my favorite game of all time is AVP 2010. That game got a lot of bad reviews, but, like,